Pretty fish.
Hi, I'm back again by popular demand. Thanks for those people who got in touch to let me know they enjoyed my first effort as a video producer. Hopefully this version might have a few more subtleties in it. I've decided what I'm going to do is I've found some footage of a trip I made to mid-Kent fisheries water. It kind of proves that sometimes the grey cloud has a silver lining. The video will do the talking on that one. It does feature some fish, luckily, and I will probably be doing another video on Chilham. If anybody's interested, let me know. I've got a complete tour of Chilham Mill, which is a stunning lake, loads of features with islands and bars and little corners and bays and stuff, and it's really just to walk around that early in the spring, very early in the spring, sort of late winter really. Water's gin clear, lots to be seen, interesting, very interesting, but sadly, as I say, it was a non-fishing trip, so it's just a tour of Chilham Mill, but certainly worth watching if you're considering going down there to fish. So that's that. So this one, as I say, this one I suppose we ought to call it the silver lining video, and as I say, hopefully the video will do its talking, and with a bit of practice with my video editing gear it might even turn out to be something a bit slicker than the first one. But thanks again for all the good comments I got on that. So I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bye for now.
I'm filming this because it's so spectacular. Look what's coming in from Essex. Doesn't that look really nice? That's the north. South end probably being sort of over the top of that pylon and about 20 miles away. Oh, that's going to be nice. And it's heading straight this way. Meanwhile, there's that storm. It actually seems to have moved left, which is a bit of a surprise. Still looks like something out of Discovery. The tornado hunters. Who wants to be there? Not me. Where's the bivvy? That's there somewhere. Hard to tell him black and white. Uh-oh, I hear thunder. This is the storm. Your buzz is very crazy. You're not even set on sensitive. Jesus. Some of this. Oh, look at it, really. Where's it? Dive, mate. It was more comfortable. Yeah. That'll do, I think. I just missed the light in there. The colour was a bit static. Oh, look at that! Is that wild or what? You see, you can make it look quite bright over there. Very musical. glad those buzzers aren't set on sensitive. Oh, look, it's brightening up now. There we are. Now we're looking more like a lake ship. A little bit of breeze, nothing too heavy. Hopefully the fish start moving soon. I had one or two little ones jump the other side just before the storm hit. But they're not big fish. I know there's big ones in here, so the little ones are over the other side, perhaps the big ones are getting ready to come around here. Doesn't that look nice? I hope there's blue sky through there, not black. It's cast, as far as I can tell, somewhere around there. Again, about 6 foot short of the reeds, because apparently they don't like it tight to the reeds, which is probably why I didn't get any runs Friday night. So there we are. Anyway, I'm going to set the camera up, because put it on standby, because if that middle rod goes off, which I think it might, you will see out there, provided all goes according to plan anyway, a big boil on the surface as I pull the hook into it. It's done it with the 2 fish I've had. The fish just turned over there. There's a nice bar just short of where that reed sits there. There's a bar runs back this way. There's a big snag on the end of it, as I've found it at my cost yesterday. So anyway, that's the plan. I'll set this up and just put it on standby. Can't afford the battery time really, but it would be nice to see it all. And I know these things because I've just had a visit from my mate Nick Buss, who's well known as a rod builder. He lives just up the road from here. So he knows these lakes quite well. So he come down for a chat. He brought me my nice new cane rod that he's just finished building for me from a salmon fly blank. And yeah, he gave me a bit of gin, as I say. A cup of tea was a fair exchange. And all I need now really is an opportunity to christen this rod, which I don't think is going to be happening on this session. But it would be kind of nice if the rain might just ease off a little bit. I think asking for sunshine is probably a bit too much.
But never mind, well, as long as I can keep dry, I'm happy.
Past 10, and I'm just about to have my traditional bowl of cornflakes. The swan, who's seen the camera, there is only one, that has decided to come across and show off. But there's not a lot happening, mainly because I haven't any baits in the water since early this morning because I got pissed off catching tench and I was rather tired. So anyway, I've got a bait out there in that gap, just left towards that larch tree, the larch, and then further left, there's another one sort of on the corner, and on the right I've got one out underneath that tree on the island. So we'll see what's going to happen. The fact that I'm about to have my cornflakes almost guarantees I'm going to get a run, I suppose. So hopefully I'll speak to you in a minute. Hello? Want some cornflakes? Excuse me, just mind those lines. Thank you. Apparently, Mr. Swan thinks this is his swim. I'm reliably informed that when I'm not here, this is his roosting point. Ooh, she's going like a good one. Trying for a weed or two. This turned out to be one of those fish that I'm sure we all get from time to time. In fact, quite often, I suppose. It starts off, you think it's only really quite a small fish, or relatively small, and it just seems to get bigger as the fight goes on. There wasn't a lot to judge by. I'd only caught a couple of tench up to this point. But this one, as I say, it started off, I knew it was a double, but I didn't think it was going to end up being as big as it was. So, like always, it's best if people don't try and guess the weights of fish within a few seconds of hooking them, or even within or before a few seconds of landing them. I've heard that too many times on the bankside. Oh yeah, it's definitely a 30, and it turns out to be about 12 pound. But that's usually by somebody who's never seen a 30 pounder in the first place. But there we go, I'll let the video do the talking. That's 20 with the sling, so it must be 80, thereabouts. Check it out. Woo! There we have it. Oh, stunning. Bye-bye. £18. Now we've got to do tidy up that bloody mess. Here we are again. Typical, I just put the scars away. Now I have to go and get another fish. So interesting. rebank. Clear room as well. A bit lighter too. White ones. Hey baby. Eh? You slip me on the scouts up there. It's cool. Okay. So tedious and keep waiting. Well, this is stuff. Big weather otherwise. £17, so that makes it £15. There's the rain. Nice, huh? Beautiful. Hello. 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 I've just had a single bleep on that right hand road, which is cast over there. And as soon as I'm about due for a run. Well, here I am in this giant fluffy day-glow condom. I won't zip it up, it's just a nightmare to get out of. I wouldn't say it's tight, but you haven't even got room to fart in it once it's done up. It's like those giant condoms in, what was it? Die Weapon 3 or something? Or was it Lethal Hard? With Leslie Nielsen. It's way too tight. Come on, Carp. It doesn't matter when he's beaten. He's probably really pissed off because he's blinding, which is his right eye. And if only he'd have looked harder, he might not have got caught. There he is. Very pissed off. £17 con. Just hope he shows up well in this life. Such a simple night. That's my boy. And here is what I'm prepared to do. saying all the best for baby so far, I guess. About 12 pounds. I'm waiting. Just a guess. But that'll do. Little cracker. Come on, baby. Anyway, we'll put him there. Yeah, so here we are outside the bivvy. There's a little island here which provides us with this little backwater type thing which runs around behind the bivvy here. And that island stops anybody to my right casting out there. So that island out there and the gap and that big island all the way along there is all exclusively mine. And that's the big gap through to the back there. You can just about make out the Range Rover through the trees there somewhere. It's not untypically is the furthest from the car. There's the corner. The corner is actually there.
Hi, well by now you'd have got my joke about the silver lining. It was pretty fierce that weekend, and at least I caught some fish which made it worthwhile. And of course Murphy's Law, the sun came out just as I was getting ready to push the barrel back to the car, but then that's the way it goes. So I hope you enjoyed it, sound effects and all. Courtesy of my Delkins, very musical. On the subject of which I should point out that my Delkins are normally set that high. It's like a very shrill sound, like a mouse or a bird even. The reason I do that is because, well, it's twofold actually. One, I'd rather that it sounded like that so that I'm the only one who knows when I've got to run or need to do something. I don't really need a buzzer that imitates the horn on a passing train, so that everybody on the lake knows what's going on. Also, I think that being such a high sound, I'm very high pitched, it's less likely to transmit through the water to the fish than a bass sound would. I think that if the fish were to hear it, they'd probably just think it was a bird or something, you know. It's just a minor thing and it's me being picky, but as I say, it's just I don't get any pleasure out of letting the world know that I've got runs, or in the world letting me know that they've got runs. It's just the way it is. That along with the battering in of bivvy pegs and bank sticks is why I like a pod. Some people do, some people don't. I think it's a great bit of kit. I think the one in the video has been upgraded. It didn't perform so well with the front legs not in use. It was sort of balanced, but it did the job. That's all that counted. But I've upgraded now to a Fox Horizon, which is excellent. Very, very stable, a bit on the heavy side, but that's the price you pay. But it's great because it saves you all this aggravation about, you know, trying to hammer bank sticks in or just rudders. So it's easy for a quick and easy setup, whatever the ground. That's why I use a pod. You know, it suits me. It does the job that I want it to do. On the subject of which, I don't sell bait. I don't sell tackle. So tackle I use is stuff that I've chosen to use because it does the job for me. You will notice as we go through the videos a few different rods. I've got, I couldn't begin to count how many actually, but I've got one, excuse me, I've got one cane rod. I won't bore you with the details of it all, but basically it was built for me by Nick Buss, who makes excellent carbon rods, amongst others I think, but cane isn't his usual thing, but he did it especially for me as a favour. And it's an excellent rod. It's an old salmon fly blank that I found in the loft of Jack Simpson's up in Hertfordshire, in the loft of the shop there. But no, it's turned out it makes a good floater rod, and it also makes a good stalking rod sometimes. So I use that. I also use glass. I've got some old glass rods that I've had since 69, 70. And I've also got some newer glass rods which are made up from blanks which I got off Jack Simpson in the same loft raid when I found my cane blank. I've also got a variety of carbon rods. My mainstay rods are a set of 3 X lights, 2 3/4 test curve, which I built myself. They are sort of good for ranges of 80 yards and above, or sometimes if it's a bit heavy going. And I've also got a set of Jim Gibbonson Eclipses 2 1/4, which I've recently acquired from a fellow BCSG member, and they needed a bit of a refurb because he's given them a bit of a pounding over the years. But they're excellent rods, well designed by Jim Gibbonson and Jack Simpson. So I know they'll do me good. And that's pretty much it. You know, as I say, I choose my tackle to do a job for me, not because somebody's paying me to say it's good or use it. Not that I'm that famous anyway, so that doesn't matter. I mean, really, I've got a face that was made for radio, which is why I prefer to have my back to the camera and be playing or landing fish. It keeps everybody happy that way. And that's it. So just touched on a few things there. Presumably you've got the rain joke and any other subtleties along the way. Until the next time, I'll leave you to ponder over the pearls of wisdom and the visual delights of this video, and speak to you again at some point in the future. Once again, thanks to everybody for being in touch on the previous video, and I hope you enjoy this one just as much, or better even. Bye for now. Tight lines.